guys, it's Ganesh here. China reports its first school-centered outbreak where 3 dozens of children have been infected in this sudden surge. And you would be shocked if I told you that they found this when they did a random nucleic testing in that particular school. The China has shut down schools, put in place travel restrictions, and ordered nucleic acid tests for the entire residents who are residing in this province called Fujian, where this outbreak has happened. This province, Fujian, is in the eastern part of China. Now, before moving on, we need to discuss how China managed the COVID previously and how it is planning to manage this outbreak. While in the past 1.5 years, many countries have been showing increasing COVID infections and their economy declining and damaging, where China has managed to overcome this situation perfectly. While many people argue that China is not reporting cases properly or they are not telling the actual truth at the ground level, but that we never know. But what we know is what they followed, the zero tolerance policy. What is this zero tolerance policy? China made sure they follow this zero tolerance policy, which means that there would be no tolerance for anyone who is going to break these restrictions which are put in when there was increase in cases in their cities. They had sealed the entire province, so that no one outside can come inside, nor someone from inside can go outside. They made sure that every single person in that particular city where the outbreak has happened to get nucleic acid tests. Suppose if there are 5 million people who have been residing in that particular city, the entire 5 million people would be tested immediately. And the groceries and everything which is required for them to stay inside the homes was arranged by the government themselves. And they executed it so well and so perfectly so that they could be able to manage the COVID outbreaks in the first and the second wave, and they still stand out to be the most and the best country who have managed the COVID-19 outbreak. And it has been very long since then, but still they're following the same policy for this outbreak as well. The fresh cases have been so far being concentrated in 3 cities, mainly in this Fujian province, that is Putian, Quanzhou, and the provincial capital, Xiamen. But what causes a worry among this is that 20 cases of children below 12 years was being tested positive, and this causes a worrying sign for all the countries that if could this be a symbol or indication that the third wave has started, because third wave is expected to attack more of people who are less than 18 years of age. Xiamen, which is a city in Fujian which has concentration of cases more with the sudden surge in this COVID-19, is a port city and a popular tourist destination. So because of this, the government made sure that they were going to implement a city-wide nucleic acid testing for 5 million citizens, and the health authorities, the police commissioners, and every single person in the entire city to be tested. Colleges, primary schools and high schools, and vocational schools, no doubt, they have moved their courses to online. While the kindergartens, they have suspended the operation for them. Xiamen residents have been advised to not leave their places and to stay in their homes without leaving the city or the province without a green health code, and they have to move only if it's necessary. And China's zero tolerance policy, we all know that how strict they are when they're implementing any of the policies, especially for COVID-19, which makes the restrictions and the rules that without a negative nucleic acid test, within 48 hours, no one can leave the city or come inside the city. But most of the people in the ground level wouldn't want to go out or come in. And these nucleic acid tests are so perfectly done, and there's no missing out on any members of any persons in the city. The Fujian Express authorities enforce the traffic control in the dozens of expressways at the end of the province and across the toll gates in the province, so that they can ensure that no one is moving inside and outside of the city. As of Monday, 85 people have been tested positive in Putin, consisting of 64 confirmed cases and 21 asymptomatic carriers. The asymptomatic carriers are the most dangerous ones because they are not gonna reflect any symptoms, so they themselves don't know that they're carrying the virus in them, but they'll be spreading it to many. The new outbreak has come ahead of the two important holidays in China, which is the Mid-Autumn Festival and the which is on third week of September, and a week-long national holiday, which is on the first week of October. And so this also causes worrying signs because during the holidays, when people gather, there's more chances of this outbreak going large. It's not the first time that China has seen this kind of sudden surge in the COVID infection. They had seen it in July and August as well. And they have managed it very well, and they've come out of the situation hoping and taking inspiration from that. China will be hoping that they too come out of this situation very likely. Chinese experts feel the case numbers will increase in many regions across China, but can be brought under control before the National Day holiday in October. So what they're planning is before the National October, which is a holiday, which is coming up, they make sure they're going to be controlling this surge so that this holiday may not cause the increase in this surge. Same measures, control strategies was being implemented in entire Fujian, and this same zero tolerance policy was observed in this city too, where the entire city was sealed and everyone was tested, and there was strict surveillance so that no one was going out and inside these houses. And this is the reason why China was able to manage COVID so well. Is this a bothering sign? I would say yes, but I would not definitely say it is a bothering sign, because children have tested positive, but there's no case study or scientific study that children are getting more affected until and unless China actually reveals that how many children have actually been tested positive and how prone are they to these diseases. And India is not too much worried about the things which are happening in China, and I don't think so. Their shutdown of schools would affect any shutdown in India. And this also, while India would be thinking that a third wave, probably if it comes, this is how the schools are going to stop. And they have also made sure that before such a thing comes up, they open up schools so that at least the students could get at least a month or two of education, which they have been lacking for 1.5 years. And that's it for the video, guys. Hope you found this video interesting and useful, and meet you in the next video, guys. And until then, this is Ganesh KS signing off.